happen. That's not happening.
Not happening?
No, it is not happening. Okay. Because if it were happening, this would not continue to happen. Anytime you have police that are reporting to work drunk, high on marijuana.
You're talking about the recent report in the newspaper.
That's a force that's out of control. And I'm not saying, and we can't paint that picture on every police officer, but this is happening, and people are losing their lives. You know, if the police are afraid, then who do we have to protect us?
So what would you guys say, what would you all say to those people who would say to you, but you know, it is a difficult world out there right now. People are angry, people are frustrated, you can carry concealed weapons. She actually had a weapon under...
She had scissors.
Scissors.
They had a gun.
Scissors. What?
She had scissors.
All right.
And
what would you say? What would you say?
I would say this, just kind of backtracking just a little bit. I'm not saying that we should be soft on police as well. I think that those who did this should be held accountable. And I'm saying that justice should be rectified here on this situation. But as far as that's this situation focusing on this, she had scissors. She was mentally challenged. Mental illness is something that's real today. People who we work with every day take meds on mental illness. You know, you never know who has mental illness. So it's so common today. And will this be the situation that we're talking about on a regular basis? It should not be. Yes, we should investigate. Yes, people need to be held accountable. Yes, something needs to be done. And no, we're not going away. We expect to get the right answers. We expect for our community to feel safe calling the police.
You know, I think the difference in your positions, though, is I think I hear Ann saying that this is just a tragic culmination of a long series of disregard for the black community by police. Is that what I hear you saying? And I hear you focusing on just this issue. Would you agree with Ann that this is a long series of disregard, or do you think it's primarily this issue that's the cause for concern?
Well, it's a consistency within the actions of mental illness as we backtrack and see what's going on.
Just mental illness, you think?
Yeah, this issue here. And my concern is on mental illness.
Okay.
Due to the fact that they sent the wrong people in to deal with this when the call was made. That's my focus. My focus is that someone mentally challenged was done wrong. That's my challenge. As far as violence within the black community, violence within the police violence, I'm not here to discuss that. I'm here to deal with this case of how, I know they all go together, I understand that, but on this case here, this was done wrong. Something needs to be done. And I really want us to not forget about this. Now, if we can roll them all up and put them together legally, then so be it. But this is the case that we're really focusing in on today.
Okay, we have just a minute. Ann, your response to this?
We cannot just focus in on this case, because there have been other mentally ill or mentally challenged people that have been killed in this city.
3 in the last 7 months.
That's right. Enough is enough.
They all go together.
Now, if Chief Navarre told me that there was a trained person on that call. If that person was trained, then we do know that that person did not have enough training. And if that person was trained at all, that would have been handled differently. There is a continuum of force procedures that they are supposed to follow. And I want to know if those procedures were followed. Pepper spray can be reached from 12 feet. So I don't know if that lady was 12 feet from them, but if they had sprayed that in her eyes, whatever was in her hands was going to go to the ground. I don't care if it was a knife, if it were a gun, it was going to go to the ground. They were in her room upstairs, and it's their story. She's dead.
Okay, hold